Have you ever heard the tale of the 7 sleepers? Legend has it that 7 young men fled persecution in ancient Ephesus, taking refuge in a cave. There, they fell into a miraculous sleep lasting 300 years. When they awoke, the world had completely changed. Now, here's a question that might hit close to home. Could this happen to you in real life? Imagine if you're struggling with life's pains, bills piling up, relationships on the rocks, or just feeling stuck in a rut. What if you could press a magical button and sleep for 300 years, waking up in a completely different time? No more crushing debt, no more awkward family reunions, and hey, maybe flying cars. Sounds tempting, doesn't it? In one particularly eye-opening year, scientists made a discovery that would make even Rip Van Winkle jealous. They uncovered a physiological process in certain animals, especially those found in the northern hemisphere, that's nothing short of miraculous. During winter months, these creatures seem to vanish completely. No eating, no drinking, no bathroom breaks, as if they're sleeping for months on end. But how is this possible? We all know that to live, our bodies need constant chemical and biological processes, fueled by food, nutrients, and water. So how can these animals survive for months without these essentials? This fascinating phenomenon is called hibernation. It's like nature's own version of do not disturb mode. Now, you might be thinking, sure, but how long can these animals really sleep? Well, buckle up, because in 2015, scientists discovered a type of mouse that can sleep for more than 11 months. Can you imagine snoozing through almost an entire year? That's like setting your alarm clock for next Christmas. During this prolonged slumber, radical changes occur in the mouse's body. How slow can a heart beat and still keep an animal alive? In this case, the heart rate can plummet to just 10 beats per minute. It's almost as if the mouse is playing an intense game of how low can you go with its own biology. But mice aren't the only hibernation champions. Bears, those fluffy giants of the forest, can lose up to 50% of their body weight during hibernation. Instead of munching on berries and fish, they burn the fat stored in their bodies. It's like they've got their own built-in snack cupboard. Now, if you think that's impressive, wait until you hear about certain frogs. According to Scientific American, some frog species take hibernation to the extreme. These amphibians don't breathe and don't have heartbeats at all during hibernation. They're so still, you can't tell if they're dead or alive. Talk about commitment to the art of doing absolutely nothing. But why do these animals go to such extremes? The answer lies in survival. Winter brings harsh conditions, bitter cold, and scarce food. Maintaining body temperature in this weather requires extraordinary effort and energy. With food sources becoming scarce as trees stop growing, what's an animal to do? They essentially close shop and turn off their bodies. It's like nature's version of sorry, we're closed for the season. See you in spring. During hibernation, body temperature drops to unnatural levels. Can you imagine a body temperature of just 15 degrees Celsius? For context, any heart surgeons out there will know that at this temperature, the human heart would typically stop, and blood flow would be almost non-existent. It's like these animals are walking a tightrope between life and death. This state of extremely low body temperature is called hypothermia. It's the key to hibernation, allowing animals to conserve energy when food is scarce and the weather is unforgiving. But what if humans experience such extreme cold? Let's just say it wouldn't be pretty. In severe cases of hypothermia, people might start hallucinating and feeling like they're burning up. They might even start taking off their clothes in the middle of a snowstorm. Talk about a biological short circuit. Now, here's a thought that might make you sit up in your chair. What if humans could hibernate? Studies suggest that if a woman who typically lives to 60 years old could hibernate, she might live to 170 years. Imagine the possibilities! You could take a nap and wake up to find you've outlived your student loans. But before you start planning your century-long siesta, there's a catch. Can humans actually hibernate? Unfortunately, current research suggests that we probably can't reach this state, at least not for months at a time. At most, we might manage a day or two. So much for sleeping through tax season. So why are scientists still studying hibernation if it's not applicable to humans? The answer lies in space exploration. Having humans in space is incredibly expensive, with food and waste management costing millions of dollars. If we could reduce human energy consumption during space travel, it could revolutionize space exploration and research. Imagine astronauts hibernating their way to Mars. It would certainly make those long space flights more bearable. While we may not be able to hibernate our way through life's challenges just yet, studying this fascinating process could lead to groundbreaking discoveries. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll crack the code and be able to take extended naps through the tough times. Until then, I guess we'll have to settle for our trusty alarm clocks and extra strong coffee. What do you think about the incredible ability of hibernation? Do you believe humans might one day achieve something similar? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to check the sources, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for the next episode where we'll explore more of nature's marvels. Who knows, maybe we'll discover an animal that can teleport next time. Now wouldn't that be something? Speaking of hibernation, did you hear about the bear who went to the bank before winter? He wanted to open a snow savings account. And remember, folks, this is Super Nerd, where we turn science into a thrill ride for your brain. Our motto? Making mitochondria the powerhouse of your curiosity. Stay nerdy, stay super, and we'll see you in the next mind-blowing episode.